from West Virginia Public Broadcasting.
Support for the following is provided by the West Virginia Department of Education and West Virginia Public Broadcasting.
Hey everyone, it's Education Station, the show where we invite teachers from all across West Virginia to submit videos of themselves teaching their favorite lessons. In today's episode, we've got 3 exciting lessons about reading, math, and music. Well, hello and welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, Alex Milanese, and we're actually going to kick off today's episode with a pop quiz. Now, I want everyone watching at home to take your best guess. What do you think is a dragon's favorite food? Is it hamburgers, pizza, or maybe even tacos? All right, go ahead and make those guesses, and to find out the right answer, we'll need to go visit Miss Morse. She's going to read us a fun story, and it'll help us find the answer. Let's check it out.
Good morning, everybody. I bet you know all about dragons. Some dragons fly, see their wings, and some, when they're cranky, smoke comes out of their mouth. But I bet there's one thing you didn't know about dragons. They love tacos. And I have a book about dragons who love tacos. And here's the book, and it's written by Adam Rubin, and the pictures are by Daniel Salmieri. And they have written this wonderful book about dragons and a little boy named Robbie who loves dragons. So here's Robbie, and his dog is Cody. And he said he's going to have a party, which he's going to call a taco bash, for dragons. Hey kid, did you know that dragons love tacos? They love beef tacos and chicken tacos. They love really big, gigantic tacos and little tiny baby tacos as well. Why do dragons love tacos? Maybe it's the smell of the sizzling pan. Maybe it's the crunch of the crispy tortillas. Maybe it's a secret. Either way, if you want to make friends with a dragon, tacos are the key. Hey dragon, why do you love tacos so much? And here's a picture of the little boy and his dragon. His friend the dragon, I guess. And he's coming out of the taco cave. But wait, as much as dragons love tacos, they hate spicy salsa even more. They hate spicy green salsa and spicy red salsa. They hate spicy chunky salsa and smooth spicy salsa. But if salsa is spicy at all, dragons can't stand it. So here he and his dog are making, and they have all the ingredients for the side, but we do not want hot, spicy salsa. Why do dragons hate spicy salsa? Well, just one drop of hot sauce makes a dragon's ears smoke. Just one single speck of hot peppers makes a dragon snort sparks. Spicy salsa gives dragons the tummy troubles. And when dragons get tummy troubles, oh boy. So if you want to make salsa for dragons, you use tomatoes, you use lettuce, you use cheese, all fine. Use these good ingredients for tacos for dragons. Hey dragon, how do you feel about spicy salsa? And you can see that dragon does not like spicy salsa. Dragons love parties. They like costume parties. They like pool parties. They like big, gigantic picnics with accordions. Why do dragons love parties? Maybe it's because they have good conversations. Maybe it's the dancing. but maybe it's the comforting sound of a good friend. Got it? The only things dragons love more than parties or tacos is taco parties. Taco parties are parties with lots of tacos. If you want to have some dragons over for a taco party, you'll need buckets of tacos, pant loads of tacos. The best way to judge is to get a boat, fill the boat with tacos. That's about how many taco dragons need for a taco party. After all, dragons love tacos. Hey, dragon. Are you excited about the big taco party? And on this page you can see there's an invitation from Robbie for the taco party. He invited all of the dragons. Just remember, dragons hate spicy salsa. Before you host your taco party with dragons, get rid of all the spicy salsa. In fact, bury the spicy salsa in the backyard so the dragons can't find it. And here's Robbie with his dog, and they dug a hole, and they're putting in the hole all the spicy salsa. Did you notice in the picture? Look at all the tacos inside the house. And this dragon is looking in. He's making sure that they're just good tacos without spicy. Okay. These dragons love your taco party. They love the music, they love the decorations, they especially love the tacos. Congratulations. There are all the dragons eating all of those tacos. It's a good thing you got rid of all that spicy. Wait a second. What are those little green things? You didn't feed the fine print. And here, Robbie holds up his salsa, and he reads the fine print. And what are those little green flecks in there? Oh, they're spicy salsa, jalapenos. And that in Spanish looks like japolino, but it's really pronounced jalapeno. And they are in the salsa he used. Oh my. Dragons, listen to me. Do not eat those tacos. Those little green things in the salsa, they're jalapeno peppers. They're super spicy. I know you love tacos, dragons, but you are not going to love these tacos. Do not eat those dragons. Do not eat those tacos, dragons. Do not eat those tacos. Too late. All of the dragons were eating the tacos with the spicy jalapeno peppers in it. And look how they're all dying, flapping around on the ground with flames coming out of their mouth. Poor dragons. The house burned down. The dragons were sick. They spoiled their tummies because they ate the tacos with the spicy salsa. So here's our solution. What would happen, and why would dragons help you rebuild your house? Maybe they're good Samaritans. Maybe they feel bad for wrecking it. Maybe they just in it for the taco breaks. And look at all the dragons around Robbie's burned out house because they burned down the house with all the spicy tacos. After all, dragons love tacos. So here's our dragon with his taco.
Thanks, Miss Morse. What an awesome story. All right, next up, we have a very helpful math lesson from Miss Browning. She has a fun way for us to learn about fractions. Let's check it out.
Hi, my name is Danielle Browning, and I'm a junior at Montcalm High School, and I'm attending the Careers in Education program at the Mercer County Tech Center. Today we will be talking about fractions by reading A Fractions Gold, Part of a Whole by Brian Cleary. A Fraction's Goal, Parts of a Whole by Brian Cleary. Fractions are a portion, a piece, or just a part of something that is larger, like this segment on this chart. Or look at this round pizza. It can be cut in 2, or 4, or 6, or 8 or more, whatever best suits you. But let's say that it's cut in 2 and you pick up 1 slice. If you've got 1 piece out of 2, it's half to be precise. Next, cut that pizza into 4 and take 1 single piece. That's 1/4 new. Can you see how? That size has been decreased. So new, if someone wants half, 2 slices will be needed. 2/4 and 1/2 are the same. They're different ways to read it. Fractions also work with groups, like 2/3 of players, 7/8 of jugglers, and 1/2 of the mayors. Pretend you have 3 uncles and 2 came for a visit. That would mean 2/3 were there. That's not so hard now, is it? Let's say the 3rd one then showed up to join all the fun. That's 1 whole group of uncles, because 3 out of 3 equals 1. Equals 1. Fractions come in handy if you ever help with baking. You'll see them in recipes for breads and cakes you're making. 3/4 tablespoon of salt, add 2/3 cup of flour, 5/8 cup of chocolate chips, and bake for half an hour. The numerator is the word for the number that's on top, like the 3 that's in "We lost 3/10 of this year's crop." The number underneath the slash is a denominator. Note that nearly all the time this bottom number is greater. Fractions can be used in pizzas, planes, and cranes, and plants. You'll know more than just a portion if you give them half a chance. So what is a fraction, do you know? In a fraction, you have a top number and a bottom number. The top number would be referred to as a numerator, and the bottom number is referred to the denominator. For example, 3/5. 3 would be the numerator and 5 would be the denominator. In the example 7/8, which number would be considered the numerator? If you said 7, then you are correct. With 7 being the numerator, it'll leave 8 to be the denominator. This is a whole pizza. As a fraction, it would be written 1/1, which equals a whole. If I take this pizza and I cut it in half, that gives me 2 parts of the pizza. And if I have 1 part of the pizza, that makes half. A normal pizza is cut into 8 slices. If I take 1 away, that is 1 piece of the pizza and 1/8. If I take 4 slices away, that will be 4/8, which reduces to 1/2. Now let's talk about reducing fractions. Say I have 6 cupcakes and I gave 3 away. That would leave 3 out of 6 of the cupcakes left. To reduce these fractions, 3 goes into both the numerator and the denominator. 3 goes into 3 one time, and 3 goes into 6 twice. That would equal 1/2. For another example, say I have 12 jelly beans. I dropped 4, which leaves me 8. The biggest number that can go into both of these numbers would be 4. 4 can go into 8 2 times, and 4 can go into 12 3. I now have 2/3 of the jelly beans left. This is a large pizza which contains 8 slices. Say if I ate 2 pieces of the pizza, how many slices would remain? To show this work, there are 8 slices. With 2 being gone, 6 remain. 6 over 8 can reduce because 2 goes into both numbers. 2 goes into 6 3 times, and 2 goes into 8 4 times, which leaves 3/4 of the pizza. Here we have the same pizza. Say me and a friend ate 5 slices. What would be the remaining fraction of the slices left? Okay, if you said 3/8 of the pizza, you are correct. 3 over 8 does not reduce, so it would remain 3/8. Now we have the same pizza. Me and my family eat 6 of the 8 slices. What would be the remaining fraction of the slices of pizza left? If you said 2 over 8, you are correct. 2 slices are left out of the 8 pieces. 2/8 will reduce because 2 can go into both numbers. 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 8 4 times. 1/4 of the pizza is left. I hope you enjoyed my lesson about fractions. Next time you get a pizza, try to figure out the fractions of the pizza you are eating.
Thanks, Miss Browning. Okay, for our last segment today, Miss Reed is going to share a really fun music-inspired lesson. Let's check it out.
Hi everybody, I am Emma Reed. I am from Oakland High School in the Early Childhood Education program. Today, we're going to use our creativity and we're going to make a super cool, fun experiment. And we're going to be making egg shakers. Now, egg shakers create different sounds for different reasons. So today we're going to be exploring the different sounds that they can make and how to create them. So here's what this one looks like. And this is what your end product will somewhat look like. Now, store-bought egg shakers look like this. And some of them sound a lot quieter, like this one. And some of them a lot louder. Now this one's made out of wood and this one's made out of plastic. So this one's a little bit more quiet and muffled, which means you can't hear it as well. But this one's very harsh and loud, so you can hear it better. Now, for today's craft, you're going to need Easter eggs, and they can be any size. You might even want them to be different sizes. So here I have a large one, and here I have a small one, and I have another large one because I don't have really a medium-sized one. So use whatever you can find. You're going to need something to put inside of the eggs. So here I have some rice, some macaroni noodles, and some dried beans. You can use anything that you can find around your house. You don't have to use these, just use your imagination. And you will need some sort of tape. I'll be using this little green duct tape. But you can also use masking tape or whatever tape you have around. And some scissors to cut the tape. If you're using duct tape, you might have to cut it in half. So it's pretty much up to you. So, to start out, you're going to open your egg shaker and you're going to take some pieces of your tape and you're going to put them inside of the egg where the holes are. Now, to get the pieces cut and to get them inside, it's a little bit tricky. You are going to want to ask your parent to help you. I advise that you have a parent help or some sort of adult help you when cutting and putting them inside. So you take it and you just lay it inside. And inside of your egg should look like that so far. Now you'll want to fill up the egg. Now when you're filling up your egg, you can decide how much you want in it, and you don't have to fill either side up all the way, but if you want a lot, then you're going to put it in here on this bigger side, the bigger half of the hole. Then if you want less, you'll put it on this side. So I'm going to fill this one up with rice. And I want a lot inside of mine, so I'm going to fill up the big side. And you can fill it up however much you want. You don't have to do exactly what I do. This is about making your own choices and being creative. Now you're going to close your egg and get another piece of tape, and you're going to want to tape around the seam. Now the seam of the egg is where the two parts connect. So you can see that there's this half and this half, and when they come together, there's this little line where they meet. And that is what the seam is. So I'll show you. You'll take your egg, and I like to use this little connector part right there and go on the side of it, and then just wrap the tape around where you see that line. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect by any means. And then you just want to smooth the sides down, and it can be wrinkly. No need to worry if it's a little bit wrinkly, but this one makes a nice medium loud sound. It's pretty soft. It's not as loud as this one, but it's still pretty loud. Now, again, open your egg. Take your piece of tape and put it on the inside where the holes are. Should look like that on both sides. And fill it with your next filling. This one I'm going to use the macaroni. I'm just going to dump it inside. And I'm going to close it off. Take another piece of tape and wrap it around the seam. So again, I'm going to start from the back, but you can start from wherever you want. And wrap it around that line or the seam where the egg connects. And this one makes a different sound. A little bit louder. And this last one I'm going to make, I'm going to use the beans. So this one, the seam is in a different place. The two halves, this clear part and the yellow part, come completely apart, and it goes down instead of across. So that means we're going to have to take this one a little bit differently. So again, I'm going to fill up one of the sides with the filling. In my case, I'm using beans. And then you're going to close it. And this one you can actually see inside, which is pretty cool. And now we're going to go across the seam, this line where both parts connect. I'm going up and down, closing it with tape. And don't worry if you don't have enough tape to completely go around. Just grab another piece. And smooth it out. And then you have another egg shaker. Now all of them sound different because we use different materials in different sizes. This one makes a pretty soft sound, but it's loud enough you can hear it. Now, a really fun thing you can do is instead of just using one of your materials that you filled the eggs with, you can use a mix of 2 or 3 or however many you want. So to show you that you can use anything, I have this M&M's tube you can open up, and you can add some of the beans, some of the macaroni, some of the rice, or whatever you used, and close it up. I'm going to take a piece of masking tape and rip it, and then put it on the side, over the top, and on the other side. And this also makes a different sound. Now, you can have as much fun as you want with this. Make your own choices about what you want. You can break up little pieces of spaghetti. You can use little rocks and put them inside of here. Just make sure that you have someone help you and have fun with it. Shake along to your favorite song, sing, and make some noise. It's all about having fun and about being creative in doing whatever you want. You can even decorate it and try out different things to put your filling in, or try out a whole bunch of different stuff. So thank you for trying this out and have a lot of fun.
Thanks, Miss Reed. All right, well, that wraps up everything for us here today on Education Station. We want to thank everyone who shared their awesome lessons, and we want to thank you for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Education Station.